When this streamer pretended to be a beginner, this hustler did not expect to be blown off the board. You see, this is Anna Kramling, a woman's FIDE master and chess streamer who, by acting like an absolute beginner, was able to completely humble this hustler. Anna plays the Queen's Gambit, and the players develop their pieces. Anna's bishop gets attacked and she retreats, not wanting to trade pieces. Both players castle, and the hustler kicks Anna's bishop. Although he now has the bishop pair, he has also weakened his king, something he will definitely regret later. The hustler jumps his knight into the center, but Anna quickly kicks it with a pawn, which gives her two strong pawns on e4 and d4. The players trade knights, and after a few more moves, Anna gets a commanding position with a strong pawn chain in the center and a battery eyeing down a pawn which the hustler knows he can't lose. After he defends the pawn, Anna begins rerouting her knight. Some more moves are played, and it becomes clear that Anna's knight is a lot stronger than Black's bishop. They trade rooks and Black retreats his bishop. After activating her rook and moving her queen, Anna finds herself in a tricky position where her knight is pinned. As the game goes on, Anna is forced to play defensively by offering a trade of queens. Unfortunately for Anna, her opponent knows it's better to not accept this trade. Avoiding it allows him to build a dangerous attack which is almost impossible to stop. Anna defends the attack and counterattacks Black's queen. She knows she still has a lot of work to do, but after sacrificing her bishop, gets a completely winning position where her rook and queen overwhelm Black's defense. And after only a few more moves, the hustler resigned, still not realizing he was playing a master. But this next match is even more shocking because this hustler wanted to put his money where his mouth was. Little did he know, he was playing Hikaru, one of the best players in the world, and therefore had near zero chances of winning. The players shake hands, and Hikaru plays the semi-slarv, a very solid opening which makes it difficult for White to get an advantage. Hikaru castles and both players finish developing their pieces. White long castles, which creates attacking chances for both players. Hikaru begins his attack by moving his knight and rook towards the queen side, and both players advance their pawns. After a trade of pieces, Hikaru sacrifices a pawn to open up the b file for his pieces. Some more moves are played, and Hikaru sacrifices his bishop, only to win it back on the next move. Due to White's terrible pawn structure, Hikaru wins 2 pawns and gets himself into a complete winning position. White moves his king to avoid the royal fork, but it allows Hikaru to perform a rook lift and start a dangerous attack. Some more moves are played, and Hikaru points all of his pieces at White's king. After jumping his knight into the position, Hikaru gives a check with his rook but must retreat his knight to avoid the king's attack. After they trade pieces, Hikaru lines up his rook and queen on the a file, ready to finish off White's king. White is forced to trade queens, but being up 3 pawns, Hikaru knows he's got this endgame in the bag. And after a lightning fast endgame where neither player has much time left, Hikaru advances his pawns, promotes a queen, and wins the game. Now, the next game is Fabiano Caruana versus a hustler that was not ready for what he had coming to him. The game starts in a reverse Sicilian, and quickly transforms into a middle game where Fabiano has the upper hand. Fabi moves his pawn to f5 and the hustler strikes back in the center. Fabi, not caring about this at all, quickly moves his queen to attack his opponent's king. Some more moves are played, and Fabi continues moving his pieces to the king side. It doesn't take long for his opponent to play rook to b1, a big mistake. By doing this, he allowed Fabi to take his g-pawn and open up his king. Fabi quickly wins a rook with a fork, and after only a few more moves, finishes it off with queen to f3, checkmate. The final game is this chess hustler versus Levi Roseman, an international master and internet personality with a blitz rating of 2362. Levi plays the modern defense and quickly doubles his opponent's pawns, gaining a positional advantage. After retreating the knight, Levi attacks the weak pawn which his opponent defends with the bishop. Levi pins the knight, and both players develop their pieces. Some more moves are played, and Levi builds up an advantage due to White's weak king in the center of the board. Levi prepares to double his rooks, and White decides to move his king to f1, a desperate move to find the king refuge. Unfortunately, it only causes the hustler more issues, because Levi can quickly bring his knight to the g3 square. Although it can be taken by a pawn, Levi would be able to win the piece back on the next move. So the hustler moves his king, allowing Levi to win a rook and then a piece shortly after. His opponent offers a trade of queens to try and slow down his attack, but Levi declines, allowing him to continue attacking and deliver the final blow in only a few more moves.